All right, hi boys and girls. Making a quick video so we can go over our mega number strategy again. Remember, we only use mega numbers when we are subtracting. So I've got 3 different examples we'll look at. We're going to start over here with a smaller number. Remember our 2 rhymes, more on top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door. We have to say that every single place value. So if I start on this one, I'm going to go ahead and start my ones. And I know that there's more on the floor, so I need to go next door to borrow and regroup. When I go next door, I realize that my neighbor has nothing, but they still want to help me. So this neighbor is going to walk next door to their neighbor who has something to give. And they're going to team up to make a mega number. That mega number is now 70. So the way I look at this problem is now more on the floor, go next door. I have the number 70 to go next door to. So if I was going to take 1 away from 70, I would get 69. I'm going to put it in the correct spots. And I now would be able to give my 10 to the 1, which would make it 11 now. So now when I look to subtract, more on top, no need to stop. So 11 minus 8 is 3. When I head to my tens column, my numbers are the same there. So I know it doesn't fit the rhyme, but that's a 0. And then when I get to my hundreds, I have 6 minus 5 is another more on top, no need to stop. I get 1 here. Okay? I'm going to move over here to a little bit of a harder problem. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper to help me for a second here. We talked today about how we can cover some numbers up. So I'm going to cover this up to make it a little bit easier for me to look at. Starting in my ones, I have 1 minus 4. What's the rhyme? More on the floor, go next door. When I go next door, I notice that my neighbor has nothing to give to me, but they're willing to help. So this neighbor, I'm going to underline him. He's going to walk next door to the next neighbor. That neighbor also has nothing, but they're still going to help me. They're going to walk to the next neighbor where, yes, this neighbor has something to give. So I'm going to put them together, and these 3 numbers are going to team up to make a mega number to help my ones place. My mega number is now 700. So when I do this problem again, 1 minus 4, more on the floor, go next door. When I go next door, my whole number is now 700, and I can take 1 away from that. So I'm going to cross out my 700. 1 less than that is 699. I have to put it in correct place values, which allows me to give 10 to my ones place, making this an 11. So now I can do 11 minus 4, because that's more on top, no need to stop. Can come here, more on top, no need to stop. 9 minus 2 is 7. Come here, more on, actually they're the same. No rhyme, it's just a 0. When I get here, I have a 6. There's nothing down here, so I can assume that it's an imaginary 0 there. So that means more on top, no need to stop. I put my 6 down, and I carry my comma to the bottom. We have 1 more problem over here, same type of thing. I'm going to cover up my work, ask myself the rhyme every single time. 2 minus 7, more on the floor, go next door. When I go next door, it has nothing to give, but it's going to help. So this neighbor's going to be underlined, and he's going to walk next door to the next neighbor. That neighbor has something, there's an 8, so they're going to team up. So now, when I go next door to help, I have 80 there. I can take away from 80. 1 less than 80 is 79. I make this 79. And my 2 gets 10 more and becomes a 12. So 12 minus 7, more on top, no need to stop. That becomes a 5. 9 minus 4, more on top, no need to stop. That becomes a 5. 7 minus 5, more on top, no need to stop. That becomes a 2. And then 6 minus 2, more on top, no need to stop. That becomes a 4. I bring down my comma. The last little piece of information I want to tell you is just because you see a 0 doesn't mean that you're always going to make a mega number. Remember, you're only making a mega number when you need to borrow next door and next door has nothing to give. Right? So remember that, please. Good luck tonight. If you have any troubles or problems, we'll talk tomorrow.